that gives him pointers and stuff other than in this building, from his past and stuff. What is your stance on that kind of stuff, Brian? I mean, do you like that? I mean,
that's what they want. I have no take on it.
Yeah. Because I know some coaches in the past have we'd rather most of your stuff be coming from us.
Why?
I'm just saying what they said. I'm not saying I have no idea.
I'm just saying that
I think they won't control.
I think that the athlete always knows, who the coach is, and for an athlete to only want to learn from one individual, I think that's kind of short-sighted. I think the amount that you can learn from anybody that you encounter and come across, excellent. Now, you may not enjoy working with them, so you don't, but if you enjoy working with them and you can learn something from them, you should try to learn as much as you can for as many people as possible.
You've got a lot of special receivers there. Obviously, there's a lot in there. Wilson, guys that any other program would say probably the best it's ever gone to. You got a guy now that would have been a top, whatever, draft pick. This year's draft would be eligible, Marvin. How much of a unicorn is he in terms of special talent, unique talent?
I think that his unique talent is yes. I think Marvin is an elite player. I think Mecca's an elite player. I think Julian's an elite player. I think we keep going down this list over and over and over again. But I think that what makes these guys so elite is the way they prepare, the way they work, the way they do the extra things outside the allotted time, the way they study film, the way they live. I think that everything they do plays a part in what you see on Saturday. I feel like those questions are, thinking it's just all God-given, and he didn't work for everything he got. He has literally worked for everything that he has, and that's the level at which you see for him, for Mecca, for Julian. All these guys are going down that path. It has not been given to them; they have earned it.
Yeah, and I don't think Marvin obviously. We know we've seen.
But you say special talent though. Talent is given. His skill development is off the charts because of the amount of work that he's put in.
That may be, that's kind of what I was getting at. Is that his unique? The fact that he has the talent, but he does that in addition to it, above and beyond.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job with it. I think you have guys out there right now in the field catching jugs, and you didn't name any of those guys just now. So I think it's a combination of that. I think it's, the ability for one guy to maximize himself. As much as you want to work really hard, if you don't have that ceiling, you can't reach that ceiling. So that is a blessing, But yeah, I think we have a lot of great players in that receiver room, and Marvin's being one of them.
Remember long ago when you were a player, when you were just running routes in the winter or summer and things like that, catching balls from whoever your quarterback was, just trying to stay tuned. Were you always playing scenarios in your head, or you weren't just going out there running an athlete? Explain what kind of good mind tricks you could play.
Well, I just think every time you're doing a rep, you're putting yourself in a potential live rep. I think that you're always mimicking an actual game movement. You're always replicating a scenario or whatever. Like whether you're keeping your toes in on the driveway and falling the grass to catch the ball, or whether you're on a sideline catching the ball, who's it against and what's the technique? There's always that ghost that you're going against.
Yeah.
And I think the guys are playing the game constantly when they're on their field. And I think that's really critical. I think just going out there and going through the emotions is one thing, but going with the motions with intent is a whole nother.
Do you see it manifest itself with Marvin, for example, in games where it looks like almost like he's been in that situation before, the way he either made a move or made a catch?
I think all of them try to replicate that scenario and try to put themselves in the situation to replicate it on Saturday.
Cardinal Tate's a guy who clearly made an impression on his players. As you've seen that continue since then, what do you think his role, even as freshman, could be on this team?
I think Cardinal had a great spring. I think that I look forward to his growth through the summer. And I want to see what he's able to continue to do, the consistency he's able to play with. through summer and through the fall. I mean, fall is a big part, and I think his ability to challenge and make plays and carve out a role for himself in the fall will be an awesome challenge.
Another freshman coming maybe this week.